Hey everyone, Juno 2000 here, coming at you with a review of The Evil Dead, the original 1981 film directed and written by Sam Raimi, director of The Evil Dead films. This one, the original part 2, Army of Darkness, and ex producer involved in the 2013 remake and The Evil Dead Rise reboot film that came out this year. I mean, last year in 2023. So yeah, he's been involved with the Evil Dead franchise, and Sam Raimi has done a pretty good shit. He has directed a superhero movie, well, two superhero movies. Like he directed Dark Man, starring Liam Neeson, Larry Drake. Um, I think Frances McDormand's in the movie as well. But I might be mistaken, but that she plays Liam Neeson's Darkman's wife in the movie, and yeah, that's a really good one. Darkman is getting a 4K this year. I don't own Darkman, so yeah, I'll definitely pick up the 4K because I never got the Blu-ray. So yeah, definitely pick it up from Shit Factory. But Sam Raimi has done other movies too. The Spider-Man movies from Marvels. Yeah, his trilogy. People could say all they want about the trilogy, but I actually like the trilogy. I could watch any 2000 Marvel movies over the fucking MCU bullshit that they came out this year. I'm sorry, I do not like MCU movies. Like the only ones that I get past is the three Guardians of the Galaxy movies. Those are the only like that one and Black Panther. Uh, I was thinking, oh, and Civil's War, and Endgame. I didn't care for Infinity War that much, but Endgame was a better movie and a really really sad conclusion to the Marvel superheroes and stuff. But yeah, those were the only ones I enjoyed. The other Marvel movies that they come out after Endgame are just dog shit in my opinion. Like I think Black Widow sucks. I think was it Captain Marvel, bitch ass woke character. Such a woke superhero character. I hate that movie. I'll watch Elektra over that bullshit any day. But yeah, enough ranting on superhero movies. But yeah, Sam Raimi was involved in the Spider-Man trilogy, and I actually like those movies. I did see the third one, even though that's the one that people hate a lot seeing, and they think it's the worst one. I actually didn't mind when I saw it in theaters, even in people that might have thought the movie was ridiculous, but there was people in the audience that were actually clapping and cheering for the movie when it had that badass Danny Elfman music. But yeah, he also directed Sam Raimi also directed other movies too. I can't remember what. I think there was one with I think it was with Bill Paxton and Billy Bob Thornton. I forgot the name of that movie, but Sam Raimi directed that one as well, and that's like a crime drama movie. But yeah, Sam Raimi is a good director. And this is the review of The Evil Dead from 1981, directed by Sam Raimi and starring Bruce motherfucking Campbell as Ash motherfucking Williams. And this movie is really good. It's psychologically disturbing and very viciously violent and carnage throughout this motherfucker. Like this has got to be one of the most violent 80s movies, early 80s movies that still has that 70s realms of how disturbing horror movies used to be in the 70s. Like this was like part of it. I feel like the last few years, like the early years of the 80s, I feel like still had the realm of the 70s, so that's why a lot of these movies still felt terrifying, especially the first Evil Dead. It is crazily entertaining. It's nuts. It's just fucking insane. It's violent. And yeah, They didn't want to be fucked over by the MPA, so you know what? This was rated an NC-17 release, but now they call it an unrated version. That's what pretty much unrated versions are, and their unrated versions are like NC-17. Like, like usually when movie studios they gotta cut down a lot of stuff from picture companies like Paraprix and Universals and 20th Century, Fuckface. They they actually do censor a lot of movies when they have to be managed by the MPA sons of bitches, because they known to fucked over a lot of movie franchise, especially the Friday 13 franchise. But this one, Sam Raimi didn't want to be involved with the MPA, so he said "fuck you MPA" and had his movie straight up NC-17, which I guess maybe it was released that way, but I don't know if it went to theaters. But this movie still kicked ass, and I feel like Sam Raimi just said "fuck the MPA." I'm doing my movie the way it is. If they want to give me an NC-17, fuck them. This is my one of my first movies to do. So he did it, and this is such a badass movie. It stars Bruce Campbell as Ash Williams, and then you got other actors that are in the movie: Eileen Sandwich, Hal Dilrich, Bessie Biker, Sarah York, and also Ted Raimi. I think Ted Raimi is Sam Raimi's brother. Ted Raimi plays one of the Evil Dead demons in it. But yeah, the makeup effects by Tom Sullivan is insane. They even use like stop motion animation at times, but it is a blood fest. It's fucking violent as fuck, dude. Like this is gotta be the most vicious 80s film with possession meets. If you think about it, this is pretty much like if Dawn of the Dead meets The Exorcist, you get the fucking Evil Dead. That's how it is. It's pretty much like Dawn of the Dead meets The Exorcist. And it starts with Ash Williams and his friends hiking and traveling to a cabin that's in a secluded area where it's like it's not around a city or a neighborhood area. It's in the woods, the deep ends of it, and yep, shit breaks loose when they start discovering the Book of the Dead, and they open the content and it releases the demon out of it, and it's gonna haunt them. And of course, the sister of Ash in the movie gets I think was it the sister gets raped by a tree and stuff that's like a possessed tree, and that it's the scene is not like graphic, but it is really disturbing, and I kind of don't really like to see that shit in my opinion, because sometimes that shit's kind of rough to watch. I know it's just a movie, but some of that shit is rough to see, like at times in movies. Like that's the stuff I don't care for in movies. Like if they didn't involve rape, like a lot of times that's just shit's just fucking like not really good shit to see. But the possessed tree rapes Ash's sister, then she gets away from the possessed rapist tree branch, and then she goes and meets up with Ash and everybody in the cabin, seeing her all beat up and scratched and attacked. And of course, the possession starts where she is possessed, and then she starts attacking the friends, stabbing one of them in the acrolein. The ten, I forgot the thing that's back of your ink, that's back of your foot and stuff. Like one of them gets stabbed by the possessed um Ash sister, where she stabs them person in the back of the foot with a pencil, and it's so gruesome, graphic, and yeah, all shit hits the fan throughout this movie. One by one, they start getting possessed, fucking beating each other up, laughing insanely, and fucking insane shit throughout this movie. And especially when they're fighting each other, the possession goes more deep and more deep up demonically. And yeah, There's even some stop motion monster effects in this, and some stop motion melting effects in it, where one character melts from, I think, acid or something, and it decomposes with like stop motion animation. Yeah, and it still holds up. I do enjoy the original Evil Dead, and I don't want to spoil it to anybody. I don't. Sometimes I'm gonna spoil the movies because I'm giving an in-depth review about it. But it's like, but you know what? I'm just gonna give a spoilers for this, like, because this has already been out there for a long time. People should see it already. Yeah, they should see it if they like Evil Dead Rise. They should just see the first one already. But yeah, I'll just say it. Of course, Ash and his friends are starting to fight the demons, the possessed friends that they have, including his sister that's possessed, but she can't make it because she dies in the movie. And then, of course, his friend and Ash and his guy friend are all getting beaten up by the possessed friends and making their last stand to fight the Book of the Dead, and they do. And of course, the friend gets killed, and Ash is the one that's left standing with everybody killed, including his sister. And the back door of the cabin opens with demon flying through it and hitting, crashing into Ash when the movie ends with him screaming, seeing the demon crashing into him. And yeah, I'm assuming that Ash died at the end because the demon just looked like attacked him. But it doesn't make any sense. Like for Evil Dead 2, which I do enjoy Evil Dead 2, I think it's a badass movie and definitely my favorite Evil Dead movie. But it makes a weird continuity of he comes back in the cabin in the second movie, but what happened to him when he was possessed when the demon attacked him at the end of this movie? Like it kind of feels convoluted as fuck, but like whatever. They just made it what it is. I don't know how to explain that bullshit, but in that logic, but I don't know. This movie still is vicious, disturbing, carnage, and just fucking insane. And of course, this is the Anchor Bay DVD release, not the box set edition of it, but this is like the reprint version with the released by Lionsgate. But it's the blue cover with that same badass original poster art of it that Anchor Bay released it, and it is the same edition. Spine picture of the sister that's possessed, and some of the deadites that are in the movie, they're fucking disturbing. And yeah, I do like the characters in the movie. They're a lot better than the characters in the fucking Evil Dead Rise bullshit. And that's all the table of contents of all that stuff that's in it. See, it's released by Lionsgate. So it's a reprint, not Anchor Bay. But it surprisingly, when I got this for $5, like 2 years ago, I went to Walmart and I got this for $5. I thought this was just gonna be like the regular Anchor Bay DVD with one disc. Because I think I used to have it, but I remember like I watched it a lot of times and then it stopped working. But when I opened it, and I thought I was expecting one disc like the regular Anchor Bay DVD I used to have, but I opened it and it turned out it was the 3 disc set that Anchor Bay released. This one being the widescreen edition with a comic book art of Ash, of the face of Ash Williams being pissed off and taking no names and kicking ass. Well, of course, he doesn't do that in this movie a lot. He's pretty much like, he's kind of like a little bit of a chicken shit in the first movie, but he kicks ass in the second movie. So that's why I kind of like the second movie a little more, because I like Ash kicking ass and taking no names in the second one. But Bruce Campbell still does a great performance in this movie. And that's the disc 2 of the full screen edition, or the full fame as they called it before. And that's Ash Williams. That's Bruce Campbell right there as Ash Williams, all fucking nervous in the movie. And of course, you get the third disc, which is the Ladies of the Dead. of Ladies of the Evil Dead, which is the interview of all the actresses that were involved in the original OG Evil Dead movie. And the disc is in good condition, like fucking A, man. Like really nice. Like I like this was a steal to get it for $5. Like that is gotta be a fucking steal. Because you get 3 disc set. And it's the Anchor Bay edition with the widescreen and the full screen version. And then the extra bonus 3rd disc that has special features. And then what's so kick-ass too is that they included the fucking poster. And of course, this is the reprint version of the poster. Like the collect, yeah, that's like the restored cut version of the movie, like re-release poster. I don't know if they released it in some states for like re-release theaters in select theaters to show it being remastered on DVD from Anchor Bay. But yeah, that's so fucking badass. And guess what? The other side includes the OG poster, which I actually like this poster, like this side better, and it's the original shit. The most scariest original. I think it's the most ferociously original horror film of the year by Stephen King. Great comment by Stephen King. And he knows that this movie fucking kicks ass. So yeah, that's the original poster, folks. Like that. I always like this poster. The other side one was okay, but I actually like this. I like the OG shit better. I think this is one of the most badass posters with the Deadeye grabbing. I think it's Ash's sister in the movie. I think it is getting grabbed by a Deadeye from the ground, and yeah, that's such a fucking badass poster. And you get all and it's so cool that you have the credits under the bottom of it, like Sam Raimi, Bruce Campbell's name on it, like the credits. Like that is such a badass. Like that was worth it. Like that is worth $5, dude. Like this was literally $5. I was expecting like this to be like $9, because I kind of felt something like more into it, like because I used to have this on the Anchor Bay DVD. I used to have it like the re-release Anchor Bay DVD, where they had Anchor Bay had like a new shitty reprint artwork of their logo, which was like a lame logo, and it was like they're going. I think it was because at that time they were being bought by Stars, so they had like a shit logo compared to like the cool logo they had with the blue boat and the white logo in the background, and it's on the sea in the ocean. Like it has a sailboat that's sailing. I like that artwork better, but the one that they came with the reprint, where it's like it's just a line of a sailboat that's blue. I did not like that reprint logo. That reprint logo sucked. But I used to have that edition. That was the one that I used to watch a lot. Like years ago, I got it, but it got scratched from being used a lot on the DVD player, so I didn't have this movie for a while because I got rid of that because it broke. But when I found this a couple years ago at a Walmart for $5, I thought it was just the same shit, like the same edition, until I realized I opened it and threw 3 disc set. Like that is a badass edition and a kick-ass poster. Like that, like you gotta tell me that is something worth for $5. Like that is a steal. But yeah, this movie still holds up. The acting, it could be sometimes not the best, but I still think the first movie holds up as being one of the most disturbing and badass 80s demonic possession / zombie movie, monster movie, creature feature movie, whatever the fuck they want to call this one, sci-fi demonic shit, whatever it's called. This movie still kicks ass. It's like this one and the remake. It's weird that I know a lot of times people prefer the original or they prefer the remake, but then this instant where I actually like the original and the remake, as both of them being different and being great, and they're both fucking violent and vicious. Where the remake is more like it goes more extreme, where this one is pretty much disturbing as fuck, and it's insane. But the remake is fucking violent too. Like this movie and the remake is so fucking violent and vicious and carnage throughout. But yeah, Evil Dead, directed by the great Sam Raimi and written by him, created one of the most badass directorial debut movies that kicks a lot of fucking ass. This is a great movie. If anybody is a big fan of the Evil Dead movies, or even if they got new into the Evil Dead franchise from seeing Evil Dead Rise, because I know a lot of people love Evil Dead Rise, definitely give the first movie a chance to watch. It's such a badass movie. And yeah, I do enjoy this one. And this movie still kicks ass. And I like the original poster art. The original poster art looks fucking badass. But yeah, this is a review, folks, of The Evil Dead from 1981, written and directed by Sam Raimi and starring Bruce Campbell. And yeah, that's a review of Evil Dead, folks. Have a good day, everybody. Hit the like, subscribe, and take care, folks. Bye bye.